Hi there, welcome to my new video. Today with the limited collector's edition of Disney's Tron and Tron Legacy in this terrific Tron cube. So it's actually cardboard. Looks somewhat like a Borg cube. Here you can see it from different sides. If you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing to my channel. Yeah, some glue is unfortunately off. It feels a little bit cheaper than you would expect it, unfortunately. It's a limited edition, limited to only 1,000 pieces. I was looking for it for ages. Now let's see what's inside. A very unusual box. You can open it right here. A little bit like the Monty Python box set. And here you can see all the goodies. For example, this soundtrack from Daft Punk. Now here are all the goodies. Well, we begin with the cards. Unfortunately, there are only 4 of them, but the 4 are very, very beautiful. Only from the second movie. As I said before, the cube has both movies, the Tron and Tron Legacy. And the soundtrack, the Daft Punk soundtrack, the great soundtrack. I simply love it. Here's the disc that looks like a disc from Tron. It's the back side. And as usual, here's a booklet and some flyers. Flyer from Tron Evolution, the second big Tron game after Tron 2.0. I played it. I played it through. It was really nice. It's incredible how all those things are right now. Tron is from Tron Legacy and Tron Evolution are both from 2010. So 11 years by now. It's crazy. But the movie still looks great. It was some stickers that were on the soundtrack CD. So this is Daft Punk sticker and the Disney sticker. Well, a really nice booklet with some pictures. It was surprisingly easy to remove. It's often difficult to remove, to take out the booklets out of the jewel cases without damaging the booklet. So I don't really like this kind of packaging. A digipack is mostly better. And booklets are easier to remove. Really big booklet, really beautiful. Now to the rest, both movies and Tron Betrayal, the prequel comic, softcover prequel comic. First to the movies. These movies in very similar slipcases. Those are only Emery keepcase editions with these glossy, somewhat holographic slipcases. Nothing special here. Here are the keep cases. Nothing special. Tron Classic with a movie reward Disney card. Probably expired a lot of years ago. And the Blu-ray. And this is Tron Legacy, the 2D version. and this commercial flyer. Nothing really special here. Well, no Steelbook, nothing else. But I also have a Steelbook that I will show at the end of the video. The Tron Legacy 3D Steelbook. Well, now to the comic. Here's the back side. It's the UK edition, so the booklet is completely in English. And it's a beautiful, beautiful prequel comic with beautiful, beautiful artwork. Yeah, Tron and Tron Legacy are both really good movies, whereas the first Tron is of course a great movie. It's an absolutely classic. It's a beloved classic, and with stunning visuals that you never saw before this movie, and I would say it's unique. It has a unique style that doesn't look that look differently. That really look has a special look to it that you won't see in any other movie before or after it. There was a sequel, Tron, a game sequel, Tron 2.0, that unfortunately wasn't made into a movie. There were rumors back then in 2002, I suppose, or 3, when the game was released, that there were plans to make a sequel, but nothing happened until 2010, when they made Tron Legacy, which tells a different story. It's a great movie for itself. It's a good movie for itself. It has a unique style, beautiful style, very different style than the original one, but a unique hypnotic style. It's a little bit too cold, has not that much humor. Probably, yeah, it would be a little bit better if it would be, I don't know, Indiana Jones-like or Star Wars-like adventure with humor and fun. It was, well, as I said, it was a little bit too cold. And the most unfortunate thing that I really hate it. I really hate the cliffhangers if the filmmakers don't know yet if they are going to make a sequel, if they get a chance to make a sequel. And Tron Legacy, well, at least it has a definitive ending, but then it some kind of ending, but it still ends on a cliffhanger, and you probably will never get a conclusion to the story, because even if a third Tron movie is made, I don't believe that they will make a plan. I don't believe that they would really make an originally planned sequel to this particular story, to the Tron Legacy story. Probably it will be a reboot. After the flop of Tomorrowland, the rumors, as rumors say, at first it was some kinda green-lit, the sequel to Tron Legacy, but after the flop of Tomorrowland, the Disney lost faith in this movie and postponed it indefinitely. So unfortunately, we stick with those two movies, because there were several themes that had to be explored. For example, the corporation, the the fate of the Encom Corporation that Michael Flynn once led and then was taken from him, and well, we will never get. I probably will never get answers to those. But well, at least we have a sequel, and not a bad one. As I said before, Tron Evolution was a really nice prequel game to the movie with Kevin Flynn as the main protagonist. So well, as to build a bridge between both movies. I suppose that Betrayal is somewhat a comic book adaptation of this story. Well, here is my Tron Legacy 3D Disney 3D Steelbook. It's just stunning. It's so beautiful. Very, very glossy. The spine. And it's a 3-disc steelbook, with a 3D Blu-ray version, a Blu-ray version, and a digital copy on an extra disc. Both discs are inspired by the Tron discs in the movie, and the digital copy is something that you won't see often nowadays. Well, the steelbook is, I suppose, from 2010 or 2011, so it was well, they used to make it that way back then. Really beautiful in artwork. So folks, with these discs, yeah, right, the cube box with these discs that the holographic effect, and the discs have different colors. It feels cheaper than it looks, unfortunately. So it's typical for collector's editions that it's actually paper and cardboard. You have to be very carefully not to damage it. So folks, that was it. Consider subscribing to my channel, leave a thumb up, and let me know in the comments below what do you think of the Tron franchise. What would you love to see next in a possible Tron 3 sequel that we will get one day, probably, hopefully before 2030. And let me know in the comments below what do you think of this collector's edition. Till the next time, bye bye.